All right, we are here with the community engagement specialist at Fantasy Flight Games, Xander Tabler. Thanks so much for taking the time.
Yeah.
We're going to play some Star Wars Unlimited here. This is my first chance of playing with Luke. I played with Vader a little bit today, so I'm pretty excited about that. As we're shuffling up and getting ready, if you could just explain what exactly a community engagement specialist does.
That's fair, yeah. So basically manages the community, works with content creators. I work with influencers, anyone who's interested in playing the game, learning a little bit more about it, trying to get involved in not just play, but maybe creating content around it and bringing other people to the game is kind of my whole thing, is making sure everybody's having fun, having a great time, getting the chance to meet designers when they want to, all that. So helping the designers make sure that they have time to meet everybody, because it's a busy weekend. So I'm glad that it worked out that Aaron got to sit down with you as well.
Absolutely. So this is a relatively new position at Fantasy Flight Games.
Yeah.
Can you explain why it was so important, not just for the games that you guys are producing and releasing, but for the community itself that you're serving, why this position was created and why you're now a part of it?
Yeah, for sure. I was super excited about it. I joined FFG a year and a half ago as in organized play and marketing. It's something we talked about with, launching a TCG. We want to have that transparency that we've talked about from the very start. And we talked about it in articles. We want to be open and honest with the community, what's happening, what we're doing, everything that's going on. And so part of that is we need somebody who is out there able to talk to the community, and that is their job. And so that's kind of where this position came about. And I threw my name in the ring, and it happened that it worked out. And so I'm really passionate. I love trading card games in general. Huge fan of Star Wars. So this seemed like the perfect fit for me, is to be able to just talk about a Star Wars game all the time, forever. What more could you want?
That's everything I want, really. It's just to talk about Star Wars games from the jump. I think I'm actually going to keep this hand. It seems decent. So I don't know if you were going to mull it up. You're on it.
Oh, yeah, I'm just resourcing. Yeah, I'm
not
mulligan. I'm good.
Great. So we'll do that, and then we'll do this, although who knows if that's a good idea or not.
Fair.
And then, so in terms of initiative, what I've been doing is this will be the head side, the embossed side.
Yep.
Glass side will be the tail side, if you want to call it.
All right, tails.
Great. That is tails. So
right.
You get the initiative there, and let's have some fun.
All right, sounds great to me. So I'm going to start off paying 2 resources for First Legion Snowtrooper.
Oh, yes. Had some good plays with the Snowtrooper in my first game against Aaron's. Pretty excited about that.
Yeah, he's a great support for Darth Vader. I mean, you can put that damage on him with 1 resource, and then all of a sudden he's hitting for way bigger than he was before.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, so I'm going to pay 1 resource, and I'm going to play R2-D2 into my ground unit, and then I will look at the top card, and I think I'll keep that where it is.
Nice. I'm going to have to grab the initiative.
Fantastic. So I will take the rest of my turn here by doing Luke's action. You mentioned that you got into this after doing a little bit of marketing, but you had your master's degree in education. So how does that translate from education into gaming?
I mean, there is a very different path than most to this, but I mean, a lot of people that end up in gaming, right? They have other paths and come in from different things. And so for me, I was really passionate about gaming while I was working in higher education, working at a university. Had a lot of fun. Wanted to kind of deviate from that a little bit and try something new. So I worked in education outside of higher education for a little bit for a tutoring center, and then did a lot of marketing and teaching people things there. I was also running demos and helping with tournaments and things for different games at some local stores. And so it made sense, education background, teaching people, bringing people together. A lot of higher education is helping people work together, learning new skills and things like that. And that definitely transfers over to games, I think, is the patience of here's how the best teach people on coming to their level and saying, what do you know? What can I teach you? Rather than just going, okay, here's the rules, have fun, good luck. Yeah. That's the basics of it. And so walking people through things, I think it's really fun, especially at events like this, that I get to start putting that into action. It's more than maybe my day-to-day job of education. So,
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And the idea of teaching people to game, I mean, that's what you guys have been doing all weekend.
Yeah.
And that's now what we're doing here, which is great. I believe the regroup phase happens before the refresh phase.
Yep.
So we can go ahead and do that. Oh, all right. Well, I guess that's an easy choice based on that draw.
Oh no.
How many opportunities were there to teach games in growing up in a small town at which I think less than 3,000 people?
Yes, less
Yeah.
than 3,000. Yeah.
Yeah.
So not a lot there. I actually didn't really get into gaming until I got to college. I played, just some of the classic board games and stuff. Really enjoyed them. But really didn't know about hobby gaming until I got to college, and that actually timed up around the time Destiny released as
Perfect.
well. So I really got into Destiny, loved it. I played a lot of X-Wing. I've been in Fantasy Flight games. That's kind of how I jumped in, which it's really crazy being here now representing Fantasy Flight games after playing games for years of theirs.
Right.
Pretty much exclusively. And so, I got into Destiny, and then trading card games kind of took over my life a little bit. I was really passionate about them. I love deck building. I love coming up with new strategies and things. And so a lot of it didn't really happen until I got to college, and a lot of it was teaching our friends and trying to pull them into the game as well. I worked at the university, so I had plenty of options of people to play with that were like, oh, we want to pick up something, we're free tonight, let's sit down and play a game. So I was walking people through that, and then slowly became friends with people at some of the stores and tried to get more people into the hobby as well.
Tremendous.
Yeah.
Tremendous. I mean, it's marking it on a micro level even.
Yeah.
This is getting people into the game. I believe it's your go.
Yes. All right. So I'm actually going to start off paying 1 for Vader's ability. So I'll ping that shield off of R2. And
Oh,
do 1
okay.
to base.
Have you played
I've
an
not played
Imperial
yet.
unit
Sorry.
yet?
Yes, I've not.
All right.
You're right. Good call. But I'm going to not do that this round.
All right.
Sub-block guard.
There we go. There it is. There's
Get him in the way.
There's the Sentinel.
Yeah.
We see it. Okay. So that's an interesting thing to see there. All right. Well, if that's the case, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay 3 for a Fleet Lieutenant.
Nice.
And so with the Fleet Lieutenant, I will give R2 +2/+0 for this attack. And then he'll swing into your freshly minted Sentinel there for 3.
3, yes.
Which I believe defeats.
Oh, yeah.
There we
3.
go.
My brain
We
is
got
so
there.
fried today.
You had
yes.
how many demos already this weekend?
I've been running demos for this and Marble Dagger, sun up to sundown
There you go.
every day, basically.
Yeah,
So,
completely understand.
yes.
Well,
Good.
we're just adding to your plate here, but I appreciate that. And then on my on attack ability, I'll look at this and we'll keep it right where it is.
Yes.
And that is my action.
That's your action. All right. Well, can't really get rid of R2D2 just yet. No more resources, so let's just pop into base for 2.
Sounds good. Sounds good. I will go ahead and take the initiative this round.
All right. Have that. And I'm good as well.
Great.
And, let's do it.
So as we're ready up here, I think one of the biggest questions I had for you is the cadence of how information has been revealed for Star Wars Unlimited. It's been slow and steady. It's been very consistent and intentional, but it's also been very gradual. This is a game that doesn't come out until 2024.
Yeah.
So how did you decide on the strategy of, hey, we're going to start building the hype and building the discussion for this game in the middle of 2023 when 2024 is 5, 6, 7, 8 months away?
For sure. Yeah, that is definitely a great question. We have been working on this. I mean, the game's been in development for years, and so we started working on this since when I started. It's kind of we started putting together a marketing plan and getting things going, and so a lot of it really came down to we want to ramp up to release. We don't want to just drop some information in everyone's lap, go silent for a couple months, and then hope everyone's still interested after that. Giving you more cards each week gets you a new way to look at the game. Spreading out leader reveals and things like that is something we're really passionate about, making sure that we have regular releases that people can expect, as well as some fun things that just pop up every once in a while to, drive people back to the game and go, oh, wow, this completely changes the way I look at it. So we've been really intentional. I know I sat down with the designers, and Tyler was specifically a huge help. So I would love to shout him out right now on figuring out what we want to do for our previews and things as we go throughout the year up to launch. And so we've really, there's 252 cards in the first set, and we know exactly what week every one of them will be released through that point. And so there's a lot of really fun stuff to show off. And so we want to make sure that as we're getting towards release, you're getting more and more. We're talking more and more. We're playing. You're getting more interviews and things. We didn't want to, again, go silent at any point. So we got to make sure that we spread that out. So it has been gradual and slow to start, but I'm really excited for post-Gen Con and it's starting this new phase of everything once now people have played the game.
So basically we can go back and reverse engineer the way cards have come out and figure out from there when the game might release if we calculate how many of the remaining 252 cards are left.
No, there is a ramp, and if people do that math, I will be severely impressed. But I also love seeing what everybody's guesses are on it. It's one of my favorite things is people guessing based on, okay, well, this has been revealed now. When are we going to get this next thing? And it's always fun, like meeting or exceeding or changing people's expectations every week because we don't want it to get boring either. We don't want you to be like, all right, great, this thing is already revealed, or we saw this already, boring. Maybe that doesn't have the exciting ability that you want. So we're going to definitely try to make it so it feels, each week feels very different and feels very new and relates to those things that you're seeing. So you're getting new information that has to deal with aspects or a specific leader and has a theme to it. It's not just a random card or just dropping one in your lap. And have a great one, everybody. Hope you figure out what the game's like. We want it to feel more intentional on that side of things.
I love that. I love that. I'm going to intentionally play a card here. I'm going to play Surprise Strike. Surprise!
Love it.
So we are going to use Surprise Strike. I believe we're going to do that on the on the Fleet Lieutenant.
Fleet Lieutenant.
So he's going to get +3/+0,
Right.
and I will swing into your base for 6.
Love it. Well, I don't love it, but I understand.
Sure. Hey, you know, gotta get him going a little bit.
Yeah, of course. So, R2's kind of getting in my way, so I'm going to pay 2 for Snow Trooper Lieutenant. You know, Lieutenant's going to be fighting here. But
I am very particular to that card.
Yes, it's a great card. Yeah, so, I mean, you have to be, right?
Yes.
So I'll take out R2-D2 then.
Alrighty.
Gain that and take 1 in return.
Sounds good. Okay, that sounds like a good thing to do. We're going to go ahead and send our first foray into the space arena by playing a restored Arc 170.
Ooh.
And that's going to hang out there for a bit. You may not be able to see it on the video, but that's okay. All right, and that's my action.
Sounds good. I wish I had better options here, but I guess we'll do that. I'll use Vader's ability now to just drop 1 on base, and let's put 1 on that restored. I don't want you healing all game for me.
Sounds
That
great.
1 will make a difference.
It certainly will. All right, I am out of resources, so I think I'm just going to take the initiative.
All right, I'm good as well. Can't spend that one, unfortunately.
Fantastic. Before I do that, draw
Oh,
before you're ready, every time. So you mentioned your job is more or less engaging and interacting with the community, the content creators and all that. What has been the best part of that? And then what has been some of the challenging aspects of, interacting with all these different personalities and people who just, at their core, really just want to learn more about this game?
I think the hardest part for me personally is I'm very passionate about the game as well, and I want to tell people everything and just be like, this is all the stuff that's coming out. This leader is going to be involved. This card is going to be really cool. And so holding back that information and also talking to our team and be like, okay, what information can we hold back to make it more interesting later? As well as what can we give you now to keep building hype is definitely the hardest thing. We all obviously want to know everything. That's the hardest part of it. But making sure that we have things to do later is definitely part of it. But I mean, honestly, everyone has been so great so far. I've met a lot of really great people this weekend that have come through, met with the devs, met with myself, just wanted to chat the game. And so we're really excited to be here and be doing those things. So I'd say that's the most rewarding part of it overall is, just getting to meet everybody in person. It's fun emailing and then watching your content and things, but it's nice to be like, I love these things about your videos. I really am passionate about watching your things. And so all the content creators have been honestly really great so far. And I'm looking forward to meeting all the new ones that'll pop up post Gen Con.
Absolutely. I mean, you have to assume that as people learn more and more about this game, more and more people are going to want to talk about it.
Yes.
Which is great for you guys, and it's great for creating more things for the community to consume during those times where you're not necessarily interacting with the community, revealing stuff, etc.
Exactly.
Let's go ahead and swing in with the Fleet Lieutenant. I think I'm going to take out your first Legion because I think that can get pretty beefy if I'm not careful.
That is fair.
So I'll take 2 damage to my Fleet Lieutenant.
Great. So I think that Arc is going to be a problem, so I'm going to pay 4 for the Imperial Interceptor.
Oh yes.
Let's get him out of here
Indeed.
real quick.
Can't be restoring my base, which that is okay. All right, so decisions. It's not really a decision. I think we just go for it here. We're gonna pay 5.
Oh, buddy,
and we're gonna get Chewbacca out there.
That's a problem. It's a big problem. All right, so really don't want to attack him.
No.
It's tough. He's a tough cookie. So, resources here. I have played 1 dark side card, so I will activate his ability. I do have to put it on Chewy.
You will put it on Chewy. Okay,
Yep, I will
sounds
put it
good.
on Chewy.
I think I'm gonna pass.
That's fair. All right, am I ready for Chewy to come into me this round? That's the big question, right?
That'll have an app closer. It's a very small thing.
At 5.
It's to make sure that it's easy for players to you don't get ready your cards. You know you've already.
Don't think I want him to ready, so I think I'm just going to actually grab the initiative.
Sounds good. I don't have anything else to do, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and pass.
All right.
You can always choose card that you want. The thing that is going to drive whether or not you should or should not do that typically is
very nice. All right, so that goes there. So 2024,
Yes.
the game releases. Everybody's very excited about it.
Yeah.
You are the community engagement specialist. How do you and FFG as a whole continue to make sure that the community stays involved and invested after a set releases?
Yeah. I mean, once the set's in everyone's hands, that's when I think really the fun begins. You know, to quote Anakin Skywalker on that, we are going to be doing a lot of content that revolves around, once the game is out, helping people that are just getting to the game with deck lists, things like that. And we're going to be doing regular things on our website to keep people involved and keep people looking at the game in different and new ways. Because once you have the cards, it's out of our hands. Everyone's doing the new things. I mean, just this weekend with just the demo decks, we've seen people make moves that I saw Jeremy and Danny's expressions when they saw that move or heard about it. They're like, I didn't even think about that as an option.
It's incredible.
So I think that's really where we start, taking notes from people and figuring out, okay, what do we need to do as a team to help people get into the community? At some point, the focus becomes on the next set. But really, right after launch, it's helping these new players adjust this new game, bringing cool decks in, and also getting more content out to content creators, doing interviews, talking about what we're seeing out there in games. And so it becomes more of a conversation than right now, where it's us giving information and then helping content creators by giving cards and things, which has been I've been a huge fan of and proponent of making sure everybody gets cards to reveal because you all do so much. And it becomes more of a conversation where we're going out into the community and just talking about what are you all seeing? What do we have going on? Going to events in our local areas to just chat with people and build up the whole group. But I think it becomes less of a informational side of things and more of a conversation between everybody about what we're passionate about, what we're seeing out there, good things, bad things, what we can do better. Because once we get started, the train doesn't stop rolling. We have 3 sets announced already. So really it's making adjustments on the fly and figuring out what we can do to better serve the community as a whole.
That's incredible. I think that strategy will take you a long way. And I think adjustments that are needed right now are that I need to ready my units. And that also I need to figure out how to deal with the inevitable Vader next round. But you have the initiative, so
Yes.
So why don't we go ahead here?
Yeah, so I'm actually going to start out paying 3 for my favorite card in the demo decks, the Laser Technician.
It is an incredible card. I have not had a chance to defeat it yet, but maybe later in another game coming up. All right, I got 6 here. I'm going to figure out what to do with 6. I think it makes the most sense to swing into your base with Chewy.
Makes sense.
To just make sure that he is readyable.
Yes.
I get the most out of him that I can.
Well, now I played a dark side card, so I'm actually going to use Vader.
Yes.
Pop 1 on base and pop my super laser tag.
Oh, there it is.
To get myself to that 7 resources I needed.
Oh, no. Oh, we hate to see it. Okay. I think if that is the case, I am going to... I think it makes the most sense for me to pay 5 for a snow speeder,
Love it.
which will then ambush and attack your Imperial Interceptor.
Pop him.
And
Makes
then
sense to me.
I will steal one of your number 1s here.
Take as many as you need.
Cool.
All right. Well, you know what? I think it is that time.
It is time.
I think Darth Vader is going to enter the battlefield.
The time has come. Yeah, I don't know that I have anything that I can do about that, which is unfortunate. But that's okay. I think instead of doing something about that, I will I will use my fleet lieutenant to... I think we're going to attack Vader. We're going to see how this goes.
All right. I love it. All right. So now he's in a dangerous spot, but I think Vader, we're going to have to use him to get rid of Chewie. So,
yeah, Chewie is toast.
Yeah. Replace that. So we got 3, so we should get 6. Don't need him re-reading. I need to avoid that at all costs.
And then where did you want to deal your Vader damage?
I think I'm going to have to send it over that way.
Sounds good. Okay, so we'll put that there. I will go ahead and pay a resource and use Luke's epic action to put a shield on the Snowspeeder.
Makes sense. All right. I have a couple resources left. I was hoping to hold on to somebody else, but this will work. It's another Snowtrooper Lieutenant.
Oh, yes.
We'll let this guy attack base for 4.
So that'll be 7. Okay. All right. I think it's also time. I think we'll put Luke in.
Love it. I have 1 resource left. Don't really have a lot of options. I think we're just going to have to grab the initiative.
Okay. Well, now this is the tricky part. I think, I think we're just going to have to swing Luke into Vader.
All right.
For the kill, and I'll take 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I will pass.
All right, sounds good.
And, as we continue to follow a particular cadence here, where we just get to chat as we're readying up.
Yes.
You talked about listening to other content creators.
Yeah.
I think that is something that content creators as a whole love to hear.
Yeah.
When the game developer is listening to their content, how much of your day is devoted to that? Like how much time do you get paid for to listen to me talk or somebody else talk?
Paid. I mean, I have podcasts and videos on. I won't say 8 to 5, like we're all working hours, but most of my day that's not in meetings, I do have someone on the background just so I can listen, even if I can't pay attention to exactly what's happening on screen or anything. I try to at least be present in any sort of way I can. And I know a huge help is that, I mean, our designers and Jim and Josh all listen to content creators everywhere. So it's luckily not just me listening to everybody and hoping that I get all the content covered. The whole team is really big into listening to what the community has to say so far and taking notes on what we can do better. And so I would say 4 out of the 8 hours in a day of working hours are having someone on, at least in the background, if not fully watching the videos, just to see what people are saying. And then drive to work, at home doing chores, mowing the lawn and stuff. I always have something going on. So yeah, it's a big part of my day is getting to hear you all. So it's fun getting, like I said, to chat with everybody. So it's like, oh yeah, I heard you all talking about this thing and this thing. And if I can't say something now, I have the notes so that when we do release a card that maybe it's something somebody's guessed, I can be like, oh yeah, good guess earlier and things like that going forward. It's something I'm really excited to be doing as we go forward.
I noticed you gave us a villain card, this particular villain card to show, and that probably has something to do with the fact that I wax poetic about how much I love villains, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
So it is great to hear that you're listening, but also I'll make sure to watch what I say going forward.
Yeah, of course. No, I love hearing. I mean, good, bad, everything.
Oh yeah.
It informs so many of the things that I do on a daily basis. So hearing what you all have to say is important. And yeah, I don't want to. A big thing that I've been doing is I want to hear from you all. What, as the content creators especially, what makes you so passionate about the game and what you like to see. And I want to make sure that like we're matching cards and previews and conversations with designers or art team thing that match you all. I don't want to send someone that's really passionate about the competitive scene and doing things like that to someone who's like, oh, I'm entry level. I want to just talk about how much I love Star Wars and how this fits the theme instead of that. It doesn't make sense to have that conversation as much. And it's more fun if you all are both passionate about similar things so you can keep going running wild on different ideas. And so making sure that we know what you all want to see and what your viewers want to see is something that I really, really hold dear to my heart.
That's awesome. Well, we'll keep talking about it if you keep making it. How about that?
Yeah. Oh, that's the plan.
All right. I believe it's your go.
Yes. So Luke is out there. He's a problem, but I believe one of these guys might be able to take him out. So I think
Looks that way.
A snowtrooper lieutenant is unfortunately going to have to.
That is a
take out
noble sacrifice.
Skywalker. Yes. He
Yes.
did
All right.
his job,
So
right?
back exhausted, and the epic action has been used. No problem.
I love these tokens.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're absolutely incredible. All right. So let's go ahead and.
I've always liked the way that a lot of judges, particularly.
Let's go ahead and pay 3
Ooh.
for a fleet lieutenant,
Yes. There he is.
and then I will attack with a rebel unit, and that is going to be 5 to your base.
Alrighty. Oof. Let's get a 10 token out here.
There you go.
Life a little easier.
There you go.
All right. So Luke is there, hanging
Yep.
out.
Yep. Straight chilling.
Made some resources calls that I may not have been as happy with now. But that's okay. We'll do what we can.
Well, we know that there might be some design space that allows you to mess with your resources later based on previous live stream conversations, which is good.
Yeah. So I think before you drop, another Sentinel or anything, I think I'll just hit base for 2. Let's
Sounds
get the
great.
damage while
Yeah.
the damage is good.
Yeah, get it out there. Yep. Okay. You still have a lot of empty resources.
Okay.
So I think the right call here is to pass.
I think to start, I don't know what you're holding on to there,
Yeah.
so I think I'm gonna have to bring out the Viper Probe droid. Let's see what you got. All right. That's what we love to see.
We do love to see it.
Yeah.
So my tricky plays have been exposed.
Yes.
So I think as a result, we're going to go ahead and pay the 4 for a consular security force.
Nice. That's a great one. All right. Now that I know you're out of resources,
Yeah.
now I can actually do what I was planning to do, which is bring out that ATS.
There it
team.
is. There it is.
It would have been devastating to
Yes.
be waylaid that way.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take the initiative and maybe do it next time.
That's fair. So I think I'm going to have to pass as well.
All righty.
Good.
All right. So, missequenced again, but that's okay.
Yes. Good.
Do I want to do that? Yeah, I'll keep that. That's fine.
Yeah, hold on to mine as well. I think 8's plenty of resources for now.
8's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Well, 4 and 4. Okay. All right. So do I? Yeah. Yeah, we're waylaying.
Waylay, yep.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Got to do it now.
Got to do it.
There we go.
All right. So. I think it makes sense. Let's pay 4.
Yeah.
Let's not pay 4. Let's pay 2.
Let's pay 2.
Let's do 2. Let's bring out another snowtrooper. We're on a snowtrooper.
We do love the
binge right now.
snowtroopers around here. Yes, indeed. All right. I think the play here is to pay 3 for another fleet lieutenant.
Nice.
And I think that fleet lieutenant is going to buff this fleet lieutenant.
Makes sense.
It ends up being the same thing, but I think that fleet lieutenant, fleet lieutenant's going to buff a fleet lieutenant.
Okay.
We'll swing into your base for 5.
5. This is tough. All right. So, the odds you having another waylay? That's the real question, isn't it?
What are the odds?
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to drop 6.
Get it out there, man.
That ATS.
Got to do it. Got to do it. Okay. I think the play here is I am going to use Luke to give a shield to this fleet lieutenant, which I played this phase.
I'm gonna have to hit base for 3. Let's get these bases back to
7. Nice 5. Okay. I will also hit base for 3.
Ready? We have the fiber out here. It doesn't look like it.
Doesn't look like it.
Ooh, very nice. Let's set these up a little better, a little more easy to read. All right. Let's do base for 2.
Indeed. All right. I still have that security force, so I'm behind on actions. But it might be an important. Can't have you overwhelming me. So you're at 15, 22? 22. I mean, there is such a thing as the race to the base, so I think we'll go ahead and hit the base for 3.
All right, let's just move 5 and 2.
Yep.
Drop another 10 on there.
Yeah, 25. Okay.
25. Yeah, the race to the base. You're gonna win it.
We'll see.
I'll grab that then.
Yeah, and I will pass.
Oh man. Isn't it tough when you're looking for that one card?
Yeah.
That one card that you know you resourced earlier.
You mean like my second waylay?
Oh no, my second cell block guard would have been a good one too.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Yeah,
that'd be great. Yeah. Well, so I'm at 25. That's tough. I think to get rid of one of those 3s.
Yep.
We have to ATST over one of your fleet lieutenants.
Okay, and that overwhelms for 3.
3. Yep.
Okay. Let's swap this out for 5. 18. All right, let's swing in for 3.
Okay. Yeah. That shield will do it. Yeah. Well, I'm not going to go down without a fight. At
Don't
least.
go down without a fight.
Yeah. Imperial Interceptor. Let's hang that shield off.
Yes.
At least. Do something.
Toast. And then we'll just go ahead and attack with the fleet lieutenant and call it a game.
Great game.
Great game. I have one final question for you.
Yes.
You said you're a big Star Wars fan.
Huge Star Wars fan.
In the entire Star Wars universe, which character would you say most closely represents Brutus Buckeye?
Brutus Buckeye. Oh no, Brutus Buckeye. He's got that energy.
He does have the energy.
A little crazy, a little something going on there, a little something extra. If I had to pick any Star Wars character that I think represents that energy in a very fun way, I think I'm gonna have to go with BB-8. Surprisingly,
we do love a good BB-8 around here at Roll On Gaming.
Yeah, Roll On Gaming. I think BB-8, he has that energy. He's ready to go. He's crazy. He's up to anything. So I think that represents Brutus Buckeye pretty well there.
I love it, and the round shape doesn't hurt either.
No, yeah, exactly. It feels right?
Well, listen, Xander, this has been a privilege. Thank you so much for taking care of us today, and for continuing to serve the greater Star Wars Unlimited community. I know I speak for a lot of us when I say that it's been awesome to see how you've interacted with current and prospective players. I think with that continuing, you're just going to continue to build a player base that is excited about the game, excited to learn more, and excited to keep interacting with it. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your hospitality, your generosity, and I'm looking forward to doing this again.
Yeah, no problem. The goal is we want to be transparent, as we said, but we really want to be accessible. We don't want there to be this wall between you all and us. We're all here to play this game and be passionate about Star Wars Unlimited, so why not all play together, right?
Absolutely, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to play together.
Yeah.
So thanks again for your time, and really appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem at all. Thanks for having me.